truth in our hands. No more silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry for the dreams that fade, we speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Radio True Media
on FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True Media go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk. Even if they know I'll make we talk. True Media Radio on FM 103.9.
Now God we dey Friday, not true we dey preach. Freedom of speech, now that we dey teach.
For Salon, we go stand tall. Radio True Media,
one voice for all.
we honor the land, the struggle, the fight. We shine a light in the darkest night because we believe in hard work and faith. The Sierra Leone way. We hold the line, come what may.
Them one set we more them, but we go shout. Now the poor man voice we they bring out.
Now we are right for know the truth. Now that make we go protect the truth.
True big and no they neglect anyone.
We are the voice, we are the flame. Truth will rise, they'll know our name. We are the truth and nothing else.
Truth they get, we know they play.
Now for Salon, we declare the way. Tune in every day to
Truth Media Radio.
3.9.
Truth Media Radio.
3.9. Radio True Media. Radio True Media. Radio True Media. Radio True Media. Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9.
Radio True Media.
On FM 103.9.
Hey yo, True Media.
Truth Media Radio.
True Media.
Truth Media Radio.
You listen to Truth Radio 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. Now, True the last.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter how you thrive or you kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love, and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role. Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race, running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!
One game.
Hello and welcome, sport lovers. This is not Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9. Me and Nene Fofana. Today they talk about African football. As you know, say this is not the program where they give you all interesting updates about sport, everything and anything where you need to know about sport, the games, the goals, the wins, the fans, them, and then passion, every other thing. And don't forget, so you get we live on Facebook and on YouTube at Truth Media. And as we discuss about African football, just imagine the game. Imagine African game, how if African footballers could change the global stats and start to represent the African continent there, how important and how beautiful a African setting will become like. We get a lot of players them around the world when are Africans, but then choose to represent the European side because of their own personal reason and a lot of other reasons. But I get with me Abbas Kamara, where then can properly call Logic, and I also get with me Kennedy Okeze. He's a Nigerian, so I get a Sierra Leonean brother in the Nigerian way. We can talk about African football. We are Africans, so we know what's in the affect we better. And welcome to Truth Sports.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Looking at this topic here, I think a lot of times issues then starting from Sierra Leonean players, players from Nigeria as well, all over Africa. We don't get with players then we are in there, they choose not for represent Africa, or even if they come for can represent Africa. Now maybe after they don't reach the peak of their career, and then they can say, okay, may I can represent Salone because of I don't get no way where I go play for England again. I'm a popular player the way they don't play for Sierra Leone national team, Stephen Coker. We all know say at first way Salone reach out to and then the way they then Tottenham they play. He say it's still the consistent England team. Then later he come in and play for the Sierra Leone national team, even cap the national team at points. He play fine though, he get incredible start them. But the issue here is that why Inobi don't come before then sending the, if we don't get an earlier stage, and a lot of other players in the Nigeria, but as we go take time for tell Una more about them players there, so and discuss more about the issues there. Don't forget, so you self can add your voice to this discussion. Send your contribution via text message on the short code 239, or you can comment on with Facebook and YouTube page, maybe your player name or add to the discussion. Give out your opinion. We go either at the studio as well and try for tell other people that you yourself opinion. But Ken and Logic, as we start looking at these players, they all get them different reasons why they choose not for represent Africa. So most start with the reason they ask, okay, when are one of the reasons you think say these players from Nigeria, why make them not they represent Nigeria, then choose to represent their other part, like the likes of Bukayo Saka and others? Why they not choose to represent Nigeria instead and go represent England team?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. For me, if I want to start to answer that question, I'm not looking from the perspective of Nigeria. Okay. I'm looking from the perspective of Africans.
Yeah.
Now, tell you, more Lucas, do we have an enabling environment? That's the first question. In the time past, those days when they play football, we see players, the group players from academy, school sports was, relevant then in Africa. I know to know about Salone youth sports then, but let me go back to Nigeria now. Those days, I recall in 1985, the team we been go China 85, we win the first under-17 World Cup. Okay. We were basically secondary school boys. I still remember then at this secondary school, and the following year when the young stock say they can't do open scouting, man, we had more than 5,000 youths. Wow. All of us left because then we were playing for our schools. We came to the ground. In fact, when the coach then, late Sebastian Sabara Bodrix, when he see the players like this, all of us, who you want put for pitch and who you want remove? The other say, this open scouting get for left here. Wow. So from then, when parents begin to see opportunity there for this game, they started bribing. Now opportunity no day again for those youths where they get for grassroots where they come. Now they go to look for players who don't graduate. We saw people writing their WAEC exams when they came back from 85. All of a sudden, people don't play for club sides, and they can't use. Now, there's no enabling environment. The pitch where they train, pathetic. You can imagine the way Salone be, entire Salone. You can count the number of pitches where you go, you go work, you go play. Come back with injury. So if you find yourself in an environment where they say you get an enabling environment, the turf is good. Somebody they can't check you. Remember those days when we play football, Kamara? Yes, sir. When we play football, you will see say you will even get hamstring. You will see use hot water massage the hamstring, use rub, go still play match. Sure. Then now when you get hamstring, they'll tell me you relax. Say because the weather cold. Those things are not happening. And so you will tell me I can't go play for African football for waiting.
If we look for the environment again, where you just be consider about Nigeria and 10, 15, 20 years ago in Sierra Leone, the academy be the side the group player them for let them come up. At that time, we were having Bellamy. Bellamy began a very good academy. We are by the equipment that be there for training the players.
Now, now when you talk about Bellamy, how Bellamy Academy ends for the country?
Yeah, that's another
story. A lot of young guys wait for don't benefit from that academy, go away. Remember, say, hey, Salona Miruta, they come back, come play for Miruta.
Sure. Yeah, what do they talk about? It's like, Ken, because me they look at in the perspective here in that it's not only the development of the African pitches, that these players then they look at the bigger opportunities where they out there in the international competition. Like, let's say players with Salon background. Okay. Yes, we know that African politics in terms of football, in as much as FIFA, they try very hard not to involve politics in terms of football. But the political side, and make we discuss about the political side before I give out really me point of view in this aspect. These players and they get choice. Why make her they say so is that we'll talk about the politics, so then I go think that that will be a better side. Maybe when I go understand clearly why they try for give out me points in the part we are in. These players have their choice to make, because at the end of or at the peak of their career, when they say they don't reach some certain level, they see most of them, most cases don't they we are in. These players that they come back and decide for can represent Africa. Why is it that they not do that in the earlier time of their career? So maybe we talk about the politics. So
I just talk to my brother.
Okay.
Now, when you go school, you look for work. Why you they look for work? Not to for make a couple.
For make a good very
and take care of your family.
Sure.
So now these guys, they go play football, stress themselves. If you don't play football before, you will not say. Even when rain they fall, you get to go play football.
But
when the environment not there,
don't you think about yes, in part of the money. Let me come in quick. Ken, don't you think that if these talents have been nurtured here in Africa, they have played for Africa. Like look at the like of Kylian Mbappe. Let's say he should have represented the Cameroon side, and he is now a global star. Imagine the amount of attention that would have drawn to Africa. Let's take a look at. There is a photo here of the France national team that played the 2022 World Cup. We all know that they made it on to the final and became second. And they can show us the photo of them and the Morocco squad. You look at this France national team squad.
No, this is the African contingent.
It's all, most of them are Africans. And now look at the Moroccan squad. Exactly. Let's get the Moroccan squad. Look at the Moroccan squad. They look more European than the France national team. And 80% of this team, if you can get, there is another photo where they show their nationality. All those players in that squad, they have their different nationality. You see that originally these players are not even from the France national team. Some of them are from Portugal, like Griezmann is originally from Portugal. And most of the majority of them have their African background. So imagine France went to the final. If these players should have been representing the African nation, come on, the football level should have been developed.
Okay, in that part, let's try to get something clear.
Okay,
we get some players na Europe.
Yeah,
they are Africans, but the background they get from Africa.
I know.
Fine. If you talk about Kylian Mbappe gets a root from Africa.
Yeah.
But originally in France.
Exactly.
So the distance for them for be play for Cameroon in France, you scan Cameroon and scan France. Mbappe, I think there is a story whereby the Papa offer him for play for Cameroon. And Cameroon national team somehow began some political.
They asked him for bribe.
Yeah, they asked him for bribe.
So that's what
so with that, Kylian Mbappe get for sticks,
that
play for France. And left Cameroon.
Adebayo play for Togo because when he been saying he won't play for under 17, they asked him to pay money. Yeah. You go decide when you know.
I actually agree that as well. But that is why I said that if we want to deliberate on this part very well, we need to look at the political aspects about football in Africa. If we are talking about, we all know that even Salonia locally, me and you to know say it happened. There are some point where in players they don't select them at the national team. It happened with Juma Ba, where right now everybody proud of as a Sierra Leonean because he don't push himself go far. The setting of Africa sometimes is not really supportive. We all know that locally there is not much support. So the likes of Juma Ba incident is that they don't call her up na the national team. Then they now on their way for go Liberia. Now they then cancel and then pull and then bring in other teams. So a lot of rumors don't go around as well. We all Nasalo we base. We are in people that don't they talk say this player so they not select him because of this minister of this person bringing somebody else. It's very regular. I just say that now I don't know if you get anything for adding in terms of how the political aspect they play. We talk. You made mention of Kylian Mbappe as well, which is very valid.
That's why with the see in Africa, the talents we get in Africa is in abundance. And if we won't drop, even Lyon for Salon, if we won't drop 3 national teams in Salon, we will get. But now the problem now has to do with this idea of my own man get for the under. You call the coach, okay, you don't select your team, no, this is no get for camp, no count this person. Now you don't even go to the point where they say that they do based on players when they abroad. They know not only political, it has to do with how much money you get to offer. If you get to offer money, they bring you camp. Even when you don't even play, you don't reserve bench like your team for abroad. That's the point. Look at the Nigerian national team. You can imagine the Super Eagles, the group where they for them to struggle to qualify for World Cup. It's pathetic.
Exactly.
So these are the things what we talk about. They bring in finish the job. They need to look. The people who in Sabi, you won't party them. Begin to tell say these players they no good, that they no good. You bring the players now. Here we day. Now foreign coach now come bring us come to the level all day. The guy has played about 9 matches. You don't lose any. And when I would be Nigerian coaches, you guys you fluffed the lines because of waiting the call enter on a pocket. Then one minister go there and they will say no. The quota system, the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the outside, get for balance and no, the Yorubas in the team, they boku. What we're talking about is the talent. If the Yoruba man, all of them are 11, we're able to take us to the next level. Why not put all of them?
Sure.
So that's not the problem we'll get.
If we look to that area, we'll get a surprising team in Africa. We just surprise everybody. The Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Cape Verde is very small island where the population is just like Freetown population. If you look at Cape Verde, the national team with them produce, so only 2 players now in commodity will play for European team.
And they know Boku.
Yeah.
So
only 2 players, the rest are just playing their national league.
So all man
so with that, they will play. Everybody used to them say they will play very good competitive football. And right now they don't make themselves way. They don't make their way to the World Cup. They don't make the.
So in that aspect where you be they talk about the tribal dispute as well. We all know so of recent when you start team come on. We the people there, we the fans them making sometimes be the reason why this thing they are so no they happen because at some point we they cry out this internet, we they cry them down these players with them based internationally, and when these coaches will give them the job, when they left them, made them make them decision. It happened of recent where Coach Mohamed Kalon selecting player for the Sierra Leone national team. We see a lot of talk then on social media. Why this? Why this? Why that? Why that? I think say that's now the reason why these coaches they can bug them and the interference of the political side as well. But now we they talk about, if we don't talk about the reason why make these people they need to carry represent Africa, more look at the fact that what see we for do so that these people then for come, then we can also look at some other aspect there. Because honestly in this discussion I think say the players them they really get their own choice for making order for carry represent Africa. Me actually they focus me on part in that aspect there. But looking at what should we do so that these players can come home and play for we?
Well, first of all, the first part we get for clear, they say, if we want to play them for more Europe and come play for we get for structure, we say here first.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
that's the first thing we get for put into
more your structure.
We get for structure, we say first. If we national league or local league is being structured, the players here will not say, even without being playing outside of Sierra Leone or they go play Europe, they will play the national league very well with a very good clearance. They will represent you in international stage. Now that first two, if the players that are staying in Europe, then see so with players the way they are, they play well and represent well, they go play international matches, they are performing well, and they give them more encouragement. Okay, let me come and boost this particular national team. Let's come and add this to this particular national team. Now that thing say first we get for fair to put into place.
So where Kamara they talk about structure now, that's where it comes into place that football not be governance thing. Now something we get for lie in the hands of private sector. So how much of the enabling environment should they give the private sectors, the companies for them to sponsor? Because now, for example, if you come, you bring in players from abroad. The local players, they look up to these guys. See, but if you create an enabling environment where I not say Kamara and Kennedy, they play local league, but not to say that they earn that top-notch amount. But what they get, when you supposed to pay them salary, the salary they come. When you supposed to pay them allowance, not the one they say, government will not give you an allowance, now call now tell them they don't play 3 matches, just say, you know, they never approve the payment, they won't give one, you call it use percentage. Meanwhile, the guy don't play 3 matches, you don't give them. The same thing with the guy coming from abroad, he paying tickets, come, give you now. And I say, don't worry, before you go, you will get and say, don't worry, we'll send the payment. Don't worry, if they come another match now, there are 3 tickets when you never pay. So by the time you give a percentage, so take this first. Let me tell you, for example, Sam Opayaji died. The Nigerian NFF, I still owing the guy for tickets when he buy. That was one guy that was not waiting for them to send him tickets or whatever. You have been invited, bam, the guy will just come. You know they wait for an allowance. Those allowances, they don't go inside somebody's pocket. Sure. So how do you, tomorrow, when they see that, you'd expect, say, I go see my own Pekin. You go say you want play for Leon Stars or you want play for Super Eagles. I thought I say your head no correct. Oh, your head no correct. Bukayo Saka, let's be honest. Bukayo Saka, with the way he play today and the height, if for Super Eagles, you just say that you let us see the door.
Ken, are you sure?
But
Ken, we don't agree totally to that. We don't agree totally to that. We are looking at the Osimhen president. Osimhen still play for the national team.
How did Osimhen get into the national team? One person gave him the platform. That was Coach Amunike. They don't train done. Somebody say, Coach, try this guy. They don't train finish. They don't lose.
Well, that's why I said talent cannot be
So how many people they go give? Bukayo Saka, when they present them, they don't tell me bring Papa me bring money. They tell me bring money.
Yeah, nice.
So you go to the side. Ken, let me pull Victor.
If you are looking at the structure out there, we have Lukman, we have Mohamed Salah. Let's look at East Africa.
These people are still.
Let's forget about West Africa.
Victor
Probably they come over and they mostly on
Why give people like Victor Osimhen the opportunity to play for Super Eagles today? Now that platform where they go under 17, scouts see them. You know how many players when they waste in a salon and local leagues in Nigeria where scouts know they see? The World Cup, under 17 World Cup, gave him a platform. Okay. When club sides begin the camp, say we want you. Not to say they play for Nigeria. If you play for Nigeria, in leg go broke. There are people that are better than Osimhen.
So what you for do now? Now in this structure, already scout them. If Africans player can represent the Africa country, then they can represent we. Let's take a look at Ghana. We have Thomas Partey for every preseason. Exactly. They go Ghana and organize a scouting league whereby they invite more scouts than for can pick in African players.
Why they do that? Why they do that?
They do that particular thing they for ensure say in country grow for each other.
Hold on. Agreed that the guy they do for in country to grow. But they do it for in pocket. Like business.
No. Literally, if it's not for pocket, but at the same time, it is for Ghana league.
Hold on
exactly.
Now.
So there's the countries indirectly benefit.
Okay, hold on. He no say tomorrow football no go continue if you get injury, if you don't hold. So he said let's setting up something. So when they bring those scouts and the scouting and they open avenue, can't government organize same scout?
Okay, so fine. Let's put Thomas Partey aside. Let's come back to Stephen Kolka.
Yes.
Kolka presently in team they play for, they play as they represent himself again as an assistant coach. Stephen Kolka they don't bring in opportunity whereby they can't take players in with Premier League and go for trial out there. So if that players they go for trial, they are not for your own pockets in the door. They do it for expose the player they are out there.
Now what
and imagine 10-20
good. Now we now come back to the structure. Because if the structure they well, the player Stephen Kolka, not to hear we from Great Britain, whether not true or lie. For all the bags then when they been give them, when they tell them they return. Stephen Kolka as a player, for all the life when they play, when they give them those gig bags, nobody ever tell him to return that. That is news to him. When you talk about structure, and tomorrow you want me to come put myself into that environment.
but Ken, yeah, okay.
They give me kits to go play competition. They tell us when I go for a returner. Why?
But I think that these players, like he made a valid point, these players, as they did the choice to, you know, not only play football as a footballer, but looking at the business side like Thomas Partey as well. These scouts bringing them in, yes, it's benefit the players, their pockets, but if they bring them, it also develop African football.
But why are you playing football, Nene?
We are expecting football to get something, but
there are a lot of football. Nene, sorry, I'm sorry as the host there. There are a lot of international players in a salon we don't play football. You will see now we safe as we say. He plays.
Yeah, it's really a lot.
When they are thinking about tomorrow, they're talking about tomorrow. Say tomorrow, I get something to fall back on. Now this same structure when you talk about now you will take grow. No.
It's
so where he say, you know, say he go play, he go make the money, he will able to save something.
Okay, but Ken, I still can't perfectly agree with you in that aspect. I will not agree with you in that because I believe that these players themselves got a lot to do about that. Now let's look at you are talking about we the people out there that are bashing at these players if they choose for can represent their African nations. May we talk about the parents them? I think say parents and then say charity begin at us. Parents they got a lot of role for play in order for shape them, picking them future. And you don't talk yourself. If you know parents of a star, let's say now you be born Bukayo Saka, you can never agree for me Saka can represent Nigeria.
What do you know when we call Nigeria? Not when you know say this road to go play for England, you go take because people way ahead of me they boku. Like come.
Well, that is my point. So Ken, let's talk first about the parents, their influence in this team. I don't know whether you want to add something to that because you have clearly and perfectly made your point that you will never allow your child to represent either Nigeria or Sierra Leone.
Exactly, because of waiting they happen. There is no after service. There is no how do I call it? There's no reward after the service you've put in.
So
don't. Okay. Now I'll give you an example. Before, sorry, Kamara, no. Yes, sir. Take for example the death of Peter Rufai, the first goalkeeper we keep for World Cup. That guy they go through stress. The NFF do like say they no sabi. He bury himself. We're supposed to be national burial. They don't show up. That was why Pastor Taribo West, former player of the Super Eagles, was upset. And this guy gave his blood, he gave his soul. I was with him in the camp. I knew how much he was giving everything for this country, paying his flight to come. How can this guy be treated this way? When the man don't cry bitterly, you go expect that man. When his son comes say, hey, Daddy, I want to play for Super Eagles, you know what I'm saying? When they see waiting them pass through.
Ken? Yes. Okay, fine. So now you take and say you take your player say or you take your picking say I don't want let me begin play for this national team. Let me begin on play for Nigeria or Lyon Star.
Yeah.
And you begin on reach at that level, you don't go to the team you only play for and not later play for her. You go only picking them back and can play for that national team. And this thing we go for eradicate as Africans also.
Exactly.
If Europe reject you, we not for upset you.
That's why they tell you so the structure don't go ever be right.
So well if the structure come right, if Europe reject you, there is no way for no upset you.
The structure not ever be right because you know why? They no go ever give that fambu with the Bay community opportunity to go play. They will look down on them. But as far as me and they come from abroad,
if you perform very well, they give you opportunity.
No,
Jumaba is a clear example for us. Jumaba is a clear example for us.
What do you give Jumaba? What do you give her presents?
Jumaba will begin see her from
what do you give her presents? What do you give her presents when they play for Premier League? Maybe when the moment he be say he just come out, enter abroad.
No, not so when you come out go abroad. No.
Don't give her presents.
No. They don't begin calling at the national team.
What do they talk?
He don't play because they call her at the national team.
Now with that they talk, they go they call him. The moment somebody when they abroad for that same position, when no play reach the way Juma back, it's not see these guys playing abroad are better than players playing in the local league. No. Now opportunity platform they get. If you bring them, come put them side to side, say you want juxtapose, maybe they see how they play. You will see say we get raw energy, raw skill. But because you now what do they call them? You come from abroad. You will first sit down first. Yeah. That that's why I tell you, say, what you give Juma about presence today about Europe when he enters. He enters so. Any other thing, with Sabi and me, don't they play well? Why would I not begin use them? Just the same way, let's take for example, the same way where Ateta see like Louis Kelly in the academy, say, this guy is good, they put him. Give him opportunity. They're not going to give you that chance. Except if you say you get if Juma Bal, except if you say you get Godfather. Now go talk say
okay, minus Juma, but we have minus Juma. We have players that are here. They play in National League. They play the local league. And I think that they are representing.
And now if you look at the
before they go Europe, they don't begin play for you.
Exactly. And now if you look at we are talking about
because they don't say that why you don't call Stevie Coker in Ogricam, call Chaloba in Ogricam. What you get for do?
Stevie Coker was there. People say Stevie Coker was there. Even without the call for in terms of the national team, they still play with local players.
Yes,
they are playing.
No. Then look up. See,
right now, we're in our local team. The coach has made it clear that he's looking first into the national team. The
coach will get experience because you know for Europe, you understand.
This international.
If you bring another one, not be somebody be there that before. What do you do?
Well, I can't talk much about that. Yes, Kambu, don't forget, say this is not Truth Sport on Truth FM. You listen, you know, the discussion is getting heated. A lot of things get for say about you, African players not choosing to represent Africa, they choose to represent the international based country because of several reasons. Reasons then can be sometimes that we Africa, we self get we own parts for play. We the fans them, we the football heads them, and of course the players themselves get a which they mean more they focus on because I will say these players then get a choice the right for now if you really dedicated that years where you wait for England main call you can kind of represent your national team in Africa and perform very well. But we they come back after this break and can discuss more about this.
Me man, you not gonna believe this. Orange Money cash out fee don't count on to only 1% for any amount you cash out.
Young lady, now true say Orange Money they charge now 1% for cash out?
Yes sir, just 1% of the amount where you want for cash out.
So if I cash out 1,000 leons, now 10 leons no more they pay?
Exactly, 10 leons for 1,000 leons.
So me picking, if I cash out 100 leons, now 1 leon they pay?
Yes ma, just 1 leon for 100 leons.
Wait bar, if I pull 50 leons, that now only 5 cents they pay?
Now you don't talk so.
Wow, this one fool me much. I know one day here is such low fee. Orange Money don't make things easy for we all.
Now, cash out for only 1% of the amount with the widest agent network, Nasalone. Now the cheapest cash out fee, no more stress, no more high fees, just easy transaction. Orange Money, they any outside you go.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000 111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
It's the Cartoon Relax Getaway brought to you by Waka Salone. October 25th to the 26th at the Tokyo Beach The Place Resort. $250 gets you the mountain view. $300 for the sea and the sky so blue. $350 for the beachfront. Then Sunday's bubbles. Champagne in your hand. Chalet orders, this one's for you. Natural glow is the dress code too. At the Place Resort from 12:30 p.m. to 6 p.m., sip, chill, unwind and dance. And if you're just in for a party, then get ready for the powder spray party and bonfire flare. At 4 p.m., let's light it up, right? 500 new leons now or 600 at the gate. Don't miss the moment. Don't show up late. Catch and relax. Sun, sand and bubbles. Life so sweet. From the beach to the pool at Tokyo Resort, where good vibes meet. Brought to you by Waka Salon in partnership with Eminence Africa, The Place Resort, Sterling Commercial Bank, Hoop Media, and Afro Technology and Logistics. Don't just hear about it, live it.
It's a legacy, lots of clouds, not it fade away.
Any Sayude, the EcoBank mobile app, they puts the power of banking na yuan. The app they make you able for pull cash from any ATM or express points. You don't even need a card. Send money across all 33 African countries them with rapid transfer. Transfer funds locally or internationally. Pay bills them like school fees, lights bill, even tax. All just with one tap.
That's not all. The app safe to make you able for buy top up for your AfriCell and your Orange Lights now. If it creates virtual card or load your prepaid card direct from the app so you can shop online with no worry. When you want to surprise your party, just send them one redeemable token where you go cash out. And if you don't go shopping, just scan and pay with your EcoBank Pay.
EcoBank mobile app fast. Convenience and security all day na yuan. Download the EcoBank mobile app today and bank the smart way.
EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa.
Welcome back, sport lovers. This is not Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9. And today we will look at the African football. Why make African players then they choose not for represent Africa but represent the international related countries them. Like for a lot of players and they out there, they get African roots. Some of them not really born in Africa but they get African roots. Then they choose not for represent Africa until the dying minutes where they don't reach at the peak where the European nation agree for call then come back for can represent Africa. And don't forget say you can add your voice to this discussion. You can send a comment on with social media and you can send message to the short code 239 and give out your comments why you think say these players then no they come for can represent Africa in the early age like in the peak of their career that they come where don't reach to the point where in they don't say and not possible again for me England coming, not possible again for me France coming then can. And how that you feel so then they don't affect African football. We'll take a look at the France national team. They win the 2018 World Cup, 2022 World Cup, then I'll be finalists. And you see say then squad, most of them players then they know their background then they know originated from really France. Yes, some of them born in France, but then get the Africa route as well. So imagine these players then come home and say more represent and develop African football. How far African football for don't go and how far these talents then therefore show out there. We talk about Bukayo Saka. Yes, he born in England, but he choose for if he get a choice for choose for represent either England or Nigeria, but he choose England. And we look at some say if we be get the likes of Saka na Nigeria team, with the way Nigeria they struggle for qualify for the World Cup, how that go don't be impactful. Having Saka, Osimhen, and the likes of Iwobi together another squad there, how much Nigeria team for don't go? And there are key defenders there. We talk about the likes of Chaloba. Chaloba is a very good player. In case if he don't come for can represent Salon, and look at Antonio Rodriguez, when a German player, the Real Madrid player. What if he for me choose for can represent Salon? Imagine the partnership with him and Juma Banada with defense. Like a lot of other key players and they out there. And continue for follow this discussion. As I get Kennedy with me in the studio is Nigerian and they talk about the all African football as well. They have for represent all African football loving fans. Now sports analyst and they got a YouTube page on Arsenal Fans Beat, and we also get another sport analyst with me, Abbas Kamara, popularly known as Logic, and himself don't give his own point of view about this. There we continue the discussion. You self can add your voice like I said to this discussion. Ken, I made mention of these players. Now let me look at the points we are in ability for the rival team. Of recently, after Ghana don't qualify for the World Cup, we say Eddie Nketiah, you know Arsenal fan, Eddie Nketiah now be like a second option striker for Arsenal. And now we don't have Arsenal, don't go Crystal Palace. Just recently, after we all hear say Ghana qualify for the World Cup, Eddie don't declare saying one can Ghana back for can play. And we look at the Ghana national team. Players they don't suffer with the team. We see that these players they even play very well that they Ghana qualify straight. They don't even need for go playoff. So what thing will happen to them players there? So if we, because we coaches in Africa, immediately they say, these players don't come out for they don't come out from Europe, they don't represent players, they give them the opportunities easily and quick. Why is it that these players they know they come quick? For career present to pass where they don't see say we're not there again at England or they come for career present Africa.
Okay, one of the things that have been mentioned before now the opportunity where they know they give them. Because when they don't give you opportunity first and you go to a place where they give you opportunity to play at the youth level, why not grab it? The example when I get forgive, I didn't get your own, just like I also mentioned before. If Ghana, their structure they properly in place. And you get players who don't they play. There are players who you get no fit me saying better pass all the players who they Black Stars team. So why not just say, okay, come, you go do the screening. If you not do it well, you can send him back. But that complex nature of we as Africans, now abroad where I come from, you don't already give them pass mark from to be ahead of others. Now the second one where they come to, most of the times. This one are the ones who will know. But one of the ones who will know where players they offer them, they say, I won't play. They don't give them a chance. I can give you an example in 2002, Emmanuel Olisadebe, a Nigerian. He did score for Poland. He was playing in the Polish league. They voted him as the best Polish player in 2001. And he offered himself, said, I won't play for Super Eagles. They don't give him a chance. But the guy went to Poland, and Poland saw him as, say, this guy might be the best striker in our league. And he's ready to play for us. He went to the World Cup. So tomorrow, if you see him, he's a veteran in the World Cup.
So you think that the issue is more on the African side
of
the player?
Just like Kamara said,
Mr. Ben, let's look at this Liverpool midfielder presently. We get Rumor Curtis Jones. Of lately, I think last week in talk say he gets a background from Nigeria.
Yeah.
And talk say in Ghana come on Nigeria. So in get chance to play for Nigeria. Now in sit down now the wait. I don't see say no get no way for play for England national.
That's the thing. To me now that
and no get no way. So automatically the sooner they not get away, then they begin take an answer again.
That's where the complex nature comes into our structure.
If we Africans also, the Europeans get a skill where they use to get these players. If you look at France, you look at other national teams there. The own skill that they use is, the sooner they play that they Europe at the age of 16, 17 years, they begin call them under 18, under 19, under 20. So if they reach the season they play that they are the pick for those at the national team, it's very easy for them. So if we look at the present best player or one of the best players at the world presently, Yamal, and get a background directly from Morocco. But then in Ghana and Spain. Yeah. If you look at that, what in Spain do? They say this thing get a lot in peak. Instead of they send her under 21, they send her under this. They call them directly. Yeah. If Monaco or so if Morocco so they don't pick up say these talents allow call her the national team. Morocco can easily convince the parents and Yamal go play for the Morocco national team. So
a point where in the driver on wait you they talk is that maybe the African country they need to pay attention to the talents.
That's what they are saying. If we look at the national team to be specific, how many scouts will get out there for go look for players and for we? It's a question. How many scouts?
They go, but they're not interested now.
How many scouts will get there? We have one player we not everybody know of. PSV, one of the winger, Issa Babadi.
Yeah.
Issa Babadi, it gets imperials they come out directly from Africa. Yeah, they are Sierra Leoneans. Issa Babadi don't represent, I think, Netherlands under 21.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone still get the chance to go call Issa Babadi. Some of the times we are not going out for them. These are some of the things that are happening. We know they go out for them for go back. Well. Look at Charuba out there.
Yes.
We know they go out. So now just a rumor be they play out here say they go for go call Charuba for camp play. And never he say they get any space. Any correct letter say they don't invite Charuba for camp for the national team.
But my own part is that these players, then they go render themselves to these European teams. Then they need to wait for me and call them. Why they need to render themselves to Africa?
Most of the time they render themselves.
Okay, may we look at the points we are in Ketia, in this point of view, and you made mention of somebody additional. In that aspect, now they can publicly talk and say, I get an Africa-related zone. Because they don't see say it's already too late to represent the European side. It's like Africa now then. Final destination where they don't see say no option or they say no. And to me, I not say it's fear. It's not fear to the African football because if they come early, then go able to develop African football.
Then go only come early if Africa ready for let them call them. If Africa ready say we ready for with football can at the standard of other
and
Africa.
People they grow up.
Look at other parts of Africa, not every part of Africa. Look at North Africa.
They do,
look at South Africa. Their league is at standard. They ensure say them put the league first. Look at Tunisia, look at Morocco. The league they compare the league to any other European
South Africa.
Even South Africa, they are paying their players very well. So the way that they play, they know if you be tempted for go play now.
Some players now are salon like they own them 3 months. Nigeria,
they have a national team here. We get it. You will not pay the next team. They not pay you 2 months.
We left national team. National team. That one another case now for another session because that one they own the players well. They own them.
But it really are trending. Okay, now may we look at the possible side here. Yeah. Why are they insist on these players coming home? Thomas Partey is a valid example. Partey, he don't come not only for represent Ghana, but he make sure say they bring in scouts. Yes, the government has a role we are in. You go able to link up with these players. They're already they have there. See how they go get a connection in order for help the other players. They wait and then Africa as well. Like I made mention of Partey as well as an example. Not only they can represent Ghana, they bring in scouts because he's already out there. So let's say the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Bukayo Saka, Edin Ketia where they declare now saying one can play for Ghana, and likes of other. We don't players there, Rudiger. If they play for Real Madrid, a lot of opportunities out there. In case they get an academy now, so yes, but let's say then do a project with this government official, the Ministry of Sports also, in order for bringing scouts then help for.
One of the reasons when they can offer themselves to Africa, they not just get for decline the player there. We they see the players and say now a motivation to the local players in here.
Thank you.
We get for look at that angle again. They are serving as a motivation to the other players that are playing our national league here. If you have big players coming to represent their Africa countries here, if the players here come, what to get for experience here? They play say, okay, me say one play for each to this playing level. I get for do everywhere. In Cambi, they can motivate them. Say not to hear young football get for stop. You have to fight to represent yourself. If you go perform, who get match, you perform other countries they see, other teams they see out there, scout they see out there. So they serve as motivation again today. So now that's one of the reasons at the same time where they not get for drive them out there. Because if we don't begin count Stephen Kolka don't come, Kai Kamara is also here for us, and I should say Chaloba self come. They are coming from England. If they come, they can play. They have to spend 1-2 weeks. They have to come make friends. They begin look at the things. Say, okay, look how play an academy here. Look how scouts and for organized team here. They are exposing our own players. If we want a list to be sponsors, it's a form of exposing our own players. Yes. They will be something that they will be there as influential players to our national team.
And we get a point where in when Partey be still there Arsenal send them scouts with and a medical doctor with and for can observe a whole team for observer in terms of injury. So let's say why is this they happen? Let them big players they are where they all they can, then get these people the way that they can. Now they also look at other talents, the way they go so hey, why is Partey be they play now? So this I see 2-3 or more players they were also very good. I think so we need for observe them. Sure. So we not only they look at the influence on the pitch, but they look at the attraction where they bring to African football. The attraction where Saka go bring to Nigeria team alone, it's big. The attraction where Rudiger go bring to Salon.
Look at the attraction.
You see where he holds Salon flag after Madrid win the Champions League. How much attraction he brings to this country? How much he sell out Salon flag? Everybody else they proud say yes, me na Sierra Leonean. Even the fans that they try for prove. Everybody they post them around say yes, then a Salon flag na the Champions League after winning the Champions League. So can when we look at that aspect, the influence alone, I think say it don't do for push African football. We don't need for invite scouts them again because of all this influence. Scouts that they come on their own because they don't see big talents and great talents there. And it always show a point where we need for win a World Cup as African nations.
So, but we need to put out, just like Kamara said, the key thing where Kamara said to me that made with the impression he made on me on this thing, the idea of we putting the structure in place. How do we get the structure in place? How can government now decide to come and say, okay, rather than putting Kamara, because Kamara go study PhD for one university, let me look at, just like we have, what's his name, Mohamed Kalon as the coach of the national team. He understands what football is. He play to the highest level. So when he talk to a player, the player understands, say, this man, the time when he play ball safe, and never even begin to know how to lace boot. Then when you see people like Kai Kamara, it's okay, Kai Kamara, okay, you understand all the pains. Now you are the big minister of sports. Don't say you go bring somebody where we say all in life, like inside book 9 day. You got to make a minister of sports. He not gonna do nothing. That's why I'm so glad that our president, Tinubu, what he decided to do with regards to the NFF election. From time, we don't agitate and say, look, let us put people, we don't play the game. We understand how to talk to these players. You know, say, if you owe a player allowance, that player, because, see, once you come from national team, this team, a company for national team, your brother, your uncle, for village, all of them will come wait for you for the hotel. So your allowance, you dey shave out for them. And imagine when you supposed to shave the allowance for them, they don't give you the allowance. So these are the things we need to put in place. If the structure is not correct, I will never blame any player that choose to play for another country.
Sure. Yeah, the structure is a key thing. I actually agree with that as well. The structure of African football really needs to be in place because in as much as they cry, me personally, they bash at the fact that these players, they come way before say they don't get rejection from this European nation. I think say we serve as the fans out there, the heads of these football ministries, the heads of the association, the heads of the club need for first for put themselves together, make their own together, and from then we go see how best we go try for attract these foreign players, then for the foreign based players, then for come for represent the other side of their nationality. Because with football, they get rights to their choice. You can born in Europe as long as you papa or your mama come out na salon, you get right for can salon for can represent salon. Most of these players already made mention of their names then born in Europe, but they get right for can represent salon if they want for can represent salon in any other club na Africa. But maybe we dey talk about this goat and these players and Kendon Bash out say and not ever making picking can represent Nigeria or salon because of the reason with the old politics and infrastructure are part of. But we get players then from other side of Africa where they don't make name. And with these players that don't even make influence, you look at the former president of Liberia, George Weah, he win the Ballon d'Or. He was an African player. In African, he win them. You look at the likes of Mohamed Salah, Victor Osimhen, a lot of other these players that they make their name in African football. They make their name, but they still choose to represent Africa. So why is it that these other people do not come? Well, that's not a question where we deliver to the fans because we self don't deliberate on that. But also, to where they are soon, a quick one here. I'll make a look at the choices these players they make. Why Kylian Mbappe represent France instead of Cameroon? Why Bukayo Saka represent England instead of represent Salon? Why Rodrigo represent Germany instead of Salon? Why all these players that they left out then country so this way African country there and choose for go represent the European side of football? Me they see and say it's because of the influence of them country there so I don't know if not so una say they see and one is that it help them career for go faster. Two, maybe the money or brands, of course the brands saying that they play for the France national team. It sells itself. So I don't know in what perspective you they look at.
Player representing Europe team over African team or Asian teams over African team. Here is that we observe say it help them for grow faster than representing the African continent itself. If a player like Mbappe would talk about here. If Mbappe be go represent Cameroon instead of France, so they say if for perform, but if for perform at a very late stage. That's what they are looking there. Mbappe big play for France at a very early age.
Yeah.
When Cameroon for big and chance, when Cameroon for big World Cup for go perform, when Cameroon for go perform and they see and say this is Mbappe. This is what we are looking at. Although we get players where they represent, where they can play for the Africa countries and they go perform back now you, but it will happen at a very late stage. And they see and say they open up, they sell the player them very faster than they can represent the Africa country. And the money they pay because football right now they say and say so that the money they play for.
It's the money.
That's why people they play for love. They are no longer playing it for passion. They are not playing it for money. That's just what to get for CD.
No, I can.
Okay, when you look at from waiting in talk, the marketing structure, where you see people they get brand sponsorship. For how long you will continue to play for Leo Star and Super Eagles, where you go see Nike, you go say we won't sponsor you. For us to even get companies who will come sponsor our kits, na problem. So when the guy is there abroad and the moment you get that opportunity, and Nike say we are signing you for 3 years, like somebody like Ronaldo will get a lifetime partnership with Nike.
Yeah.
See, what about 745 million pounds?
Like
So you say you can't go play for Super Eagles. When we say Super Eagles never get people who even sponsor themselves. You want brand self. The money they pay them, the Super Eagles no even get 1/3 of that. So it's all about the marketing structure. You still come back for us to have an enabling environment. When you even ask people, the ones where they market our brands, maybe they go out there, maybe they go look for marketing. They just go, they look for what go enter their pocket. Any at all, just bring and cause. You know, it's good. We don't even get at all. Just give us. But if you position your product, your brand, put that in such a way, brands will run after you. That's what we know they do. And you tell me, say, just like I said, every footballer is playing football for money.
Sure.
Because after football, there is life.
And
You see people like, we offending at now today, you don't decide for left England, go Dubai, go they leave. Now because of money, if you don't get that money, you will go Dubai, go they leave. No.
Yeah.
So these are the things we need to put in place, and we need to remove government supposed to be an umpire, but not a key player in football.
Sure, and FIFA itself doesn't really support the influence of government in terms of football because they try for balance the game and not involve politics too much because politics really they affect the game of football. But Ken, before we end this discussion, I will ask, you go allow you picking up for play for
No.
When you go allow you for play for Salah? Me say go allow you for represent Salah. No, I think so. We dey get to that point. Honestly, the exposure don't they can.
We will wait until we get it right. Maybe now the grandchildren they will do it. These current children, no. Go and play.
Alright, I believe say it can don't they can right now. We coach don't make a good decision, and I believe say other countries have done they do, and big players and for Africa don't they go. So now a good motivation, inspiration for sure. Say in as much as we not get to the point yet, but it go happen. A quick question to now. When you feel say Africa go win World Cup?
Until the time we get the structure right. I don't know when that getting it right will be.
We go ever win now?
I'm not sure.
Wow.
It will be a near miss.
We go very close the last World Cup. So we still have chance.
Nearly cannot
we
keep
still have chance. We went very close. We went to semi-final. Very close. So we still have chance.
Alright, so you were the watcher, I ask you this question. When you feel say Africa go win World Cup, well, now so we they take close the program. Me, I think say it comes sooner. I agree with we they get there sooner. Matter of time we come close the last time. I should say we go come closer this coming World Cup 2026. And we they wrap up the program today. And thank you for being with me throughout this discussion and make your points, make your opinion. So till next time, me and Fofana, I want to say thank you to the technical team, the producer, the one who they behind the mixer, the DJ, everybody else. To me, guests then at the studio, and the support we from the start of the program until we don't come to the end. I want to say plenty thank you and bye bye for today. True Sport they come to you again tomorrow by 12 in the afternoon, and we get more interesting discussion for talk about.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right.
radio gonga kan ka temedere e tati